Here's 1st and 10. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And he's going to be hit and dropped behind the line. Great push upfield defensively. What a way to start this one.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
This is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, trying to find some place to escape, and there was none. A big loss on the play.
What a start here defensively. The offense comes out trying to establish a little ground game, and this defense looks like they knew what those first 2 calls were going to be all along, taking them back for a loss and sets up a 3rd and long.
On 3rd and long, it's Herbert. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
This will be returned from the other side of midfield. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Thrown quickly on the RPO to Bowers. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
These are the chunk plays they thought they could get here against this pass defense. They thought the passing game favored their offense in this matchup, and I think we can expect this to be the case the rest of the game.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. Throwing now from the gun. That'll be caught by the running back, Warren. And he will get into the end zone. Jalen Warren. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Herbert. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
And he will take this one in. 70 yards. Touchdown, Chargers. And how about that? His first career catch also becomes his first career NFL touchdown. Cameron Dicker, the kicker for the extra point. He gets it to go. And the Chargers will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all tied, 7 apiece. And the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. On the ground, it's Jalen Warren. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
He'll look to throw. That's taken in. It's Austin Eckler. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
He was looking for Austin Eckler out of the backfield. And it's going to be 4th down. Davis to return it. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. Open man, it's Jameson Williams. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short. On play action, it's Herbert. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Handoff here, up the middle. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. Now a handoff. Oh, a wrinkle. Here comes a reverse. And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line. So quarter one in the books. They need 8 as they come up for third down. Pistol here for Herbert. That is caught. And he's in. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
And that was just a great drive. Really, from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm. Mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass. But really, everything they did, the entire possession, worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's a short one, caught by Bowers. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
That's a pickup of 33. The defense bewildered. A rough start to this drive. Run here from the former Charger. 7 seasons he played for them. It's Austin Eckler. He'll work his way only to the 23. Here's a 2nd and 9. He'll drop to throw. Complete to the full of Buckeye, Jackson, Smith, and Jigba.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver, and then see what he can do after the catch.
After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. 2nd and a yard. They put Adams in motion. Back to throw. This one intercepted. He gets free. Accelerating toward midfield. Still going. And he's going to take this back all the way. Touchdown, LA. The pick 6 for the score. Greg, that is the one thing this offense did not want to see, and it really is demoralizing to see that happen in that spot.
Absolutely, Mike, and that's one of those cases where you just would like to see the quarterback say, all right, I'm going to live to play another day. Don't force that throw. Don't try to make a play that's not there, because not only do you turn the ball over, you give them an easy 6.
And on the other side, the defense, what a moment. Uplifting for them. Big momentum building.
Yeah, and that's the way games are shaped in this league, Mike. I mean, you find yourself able to capitalize on a mistake by an offense. You get yourself an easy touchdown. All of a sudden, your sideline finds themselves completely rejuvenated.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Right back to the air following that pick 6. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a 1st down.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
And nothing cooking on that one. He'll be met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Outright Smith-Njigba has it. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. A big-time play for Vegas. 37 yards. Now they'll set up to throw. And he'll take it on in. Jackson Smith-Njigba. Touchdown, Vegas.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Drive will start on the ground, and he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6. Tight end going in motion here. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They send a receiver in motion left. They'll stay on the ground. And a good one here on the ground across midfield. Let's give him 9 for the carry.
Hey, Kappa.
Shotgun now for Herbert. Going down the middle of the field, and he's got his tight end. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
To the 5-yard line. Here now, 2nd down and goal. They'll go with him again. He's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8-yard line.
The idea here on 2nd down is in the event you're unable to score, at least put yourself in a 3rd and manageable goal-to-go situation. But now after taking a loss, it really changes their approach here, and I think on 3rd and goal now, they got to put this ball in the air.
So backed up now to the 8-yard line. It's 3rd and goal. They'll run. And he'll only be able to get to the 7-yard line. So good work by the defense. It sets up 4th down. Here's Cameron Dicker now on for the field goal. This about as short as you can get. Dicker's kick is good. And the Chargers going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Back to throw here to begin the drop. Open man downfield. He's got his tight end, Bowers. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. And the offense will elect to burn a timeout. 5 seconds remaining in this second quarter. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Got a man downfield. It's Devontae. So we've reached halftime here in our first Monday Nighter. All right, Coach. Thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
A big play and a much-needed one as well. An even 40 yards. They'll look to throw again. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's going to be stopped at about the 4. Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw yet again. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see it.
It is brought in the end zone. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Las Vegas. That's his second touchdown now here in the season opener. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Now a handoff running right. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll stick with him again. Still keeping the legs moving, somehow managing to turn that into a gain. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Now, Herbert. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
They'll run. He'll try the left side now. Second and 7. Now it's Herbert. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
Throwing is Herbert on 3rd down. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Moving the tight end right. They'll run it on the inside handoff. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They bring the tight end in motion. From the gun, it's Herbert. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a first down.
Well, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. Second down and 3. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. Quick throw here is complete. And the Chargers are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
Here's a run. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. Back with more Monday Night Football after this. Ball at the 3, second down and goal.
Set. 380. Straight out. Go.
They'll try to run this one in. And this one blown up. Good surge will drop them. A loss on the play, back to the 9-yard line.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
Herbert now on third and goal. He's got his big tight end. Touchdown Chargers. And what an opener it has been for this rookie. That's now his second touchdown here in week 1. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. On first and 10, they'll set up to throw. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. He'll look to throw. Smith and Jigba left side, he's got it. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. Throwing now on first and that's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Give on the ground. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Ray. Home to try. Baylor Tiger.
Now Herbert. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merritt. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
So you do a great job all game long. You build up a lead here late in the fourth quarter, but now you get sloppy. This turnover all of a sudden brings a renewed sense of energy to your opponent, who a minute ago thought this game was over, and now they got a little life.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's caught by Eckler. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. There's that man again, another catch. He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Back to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And this drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team. They'll run here with Eckler. And he will score! Game on! Austin Eckler. Touchdown, Raiders. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the fourth quarter. So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Ray.
To the ground, a 1st down run. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts. Here's 2nd and 6. Now a play fake. Herbert in trouble, and down he goes. Now timeout Vegas. That is their 2nd.
Big-time opportune sack there by the defense. Mike, they're right on the cusp of field goal range. You can't allow this to become a 2-possession ball game here in the fourth quarter. Massive 3rd down coming up here. See if they can get off the field and get the ball back to their offense.
On 3rd and long, it's Herbert. And that is incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. Back to throw here to begin the drop. The coverage too strong that time. The ball batted away and incomplete. Trying to get it to his tight end, Brock Bowers. And that will lead to a 2nd down. Now they'll set up to throw. That's a short one, caught by Bowers. Time now becoming a factor as we get to 3rd down. They'll look to throw. He gets this complete, finding Adams. And he'll be taken down at the 10-yard line. Here's first down. They run with Warren. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. They come up for 2nd and 2. They'll run with Warren. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Jaylen Warren. Touchdown, Vegas. He had the touchdown catch earlier. This time he takes it in on the ground. The PAT, up and good. And the Raiders have taken a 4-point advantage. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Here's Darius Davis from his end zone. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Inside the 30. And they're not going to catch up to him. He brings it all the way back. 105 yards. Touchdown, L.A. You talk about a response. After the offense goes down the field and gets a touchdown, the special teams unit comes back to get the 6 right back for the other side.
And I've been there, Mike. You find yourself on offense. You watch your opponent go down and get a touchdown. And you're saying amongst each other, you're saying, hey, we're going to get the ball back. Let's go get one of our own. But in this case, the return unit says, no, offense, you stay on the sideline. We got this. And they go back and get a score of their own.
This is going to be taken in at the 3. Now an opening past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Open man, downfield, it is Adams. Down the right sideline. And he will score. Davante Adams. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The extra point is good. And the Raiders have taken a 4-point advantage. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Herbert. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. Now, Herbert. And that is incomplete.
So now after that last incompletion, this brings up a critical 3rd down. But remember, Mike, they don't have to get it all here in one play. They've got 3rd and 4th down. There's no punt. There's no kick. They've got to treat this like it's their final possession of the game, and they've got 2 downs to extend this drive.
And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Herbert. That's taken in. And they're going to get the first down. They were forced to go for it, and it's going to work out for them.
Some teams just have a stronger appetite for being willing to go for fourth down tries, even on their side of the field, Mike, and we're seeing it so much more often. The days of just punting the ball back and forth and saying, hey, we're going to play good defense. Remember, the better your defense, that doesn't...
And he's going to go all the way. How about some late magic? They've taken the lead here in the final minute of play. Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, Smith and Jigba with the grab. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
And that clutch throw, I think, Mike, just kind of puts overtime at least in their back pocket. But make no mistake about it, I think their opportunity to now win this game in regulation is real. Continue to dial up your best plays. See if you can push this ball into the end zone. I don't think you play for overtime with the ball where it is.
It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. He'll drop to throw. And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba, the intended receiver. And it's going to be 3rd down. Now a timeout, Chargers here. That's their second. And they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. So, a big one coming for their veteran kicker. This to potentially send us to overtime. This one is on target, and it is good. They have tied things up here in the final minute. So, not much time remaining to get something started. All tied here, late 4th as the kickoff comes. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here is 1st and 10. They'll stick to the ground. And he finds some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7. Here's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Herbert. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. They took one last chance here in regulation. It does not pan out. And we are headed to overtime. So, overtime coming up, not a playoff game, so a quick reminder of the rules. Each team gets one possession unless the opening possession is a touchdown. Then it's game over. Any defensive score ends the game. Each team gets a couple of timeouts, and all replays come from upstairs. If the first OT ends in a tie, so does the game. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First and 10. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and it'll lead to a second down. This throw right side is caught by Adams. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. Got it with Smith in Jigba. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. A huge play there in overtime. 36 yards. They'll look to throw yet again. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the air one more time. Quickly to the outside and complete.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That's caught left side by Bowers. And he puts his head down and he picks up the first down.
Now they're entering the area of the field, especially with the amount of yards they've gained on this possession, Mike, where it feels like a touchdown is critical. For the defense, settling for a field goal here, especially with the ball where it is, feels like a win.
On 1st and 10, it's Warren. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. Now this looks like a design run. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. They'll try and run it here with Warren. They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it with Eckler. And that will not do it. They took the chance on this opening possession of overtime, but they lose possession as they turn it over on downs.
So, Mike, I like this approach. You know if you score a touchdown, it's over. The other guy never sees the ball, so why settle for 3 and give your opponent a chance? Put this game away right now with a touchdown. I love this aggressive approach.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll send a tight end in motion.
59.
Now a first throw here in overtime. Now a ball deep, middle of the field, and he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. No one open, he'll drop it to his running back. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. It's good for a Charger first down.
Anytime you decide to drop back to pass this deep in your own territory, that quarterback has to have a clock in his head. Get the ball out of my hand. In this case, checks it down to his back, picks up a nice gain, gives the offense a little breathing room.
On first down, Herbert. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Herbert to throw. And that is going to be incomplete. Zeros on the clock. And that is going to do it. Unsatisfying finish, to say the least. This game ends